I am still currently sick, but I'm probably going to be a bit sicker after this video. Today we're going to be looking through, today we're going to be testing through BuzzFeed's fundamental question, how privileged are you? This is a question I ask myself every day, when I pick up a glass of water, when I eat a banana, anything I do in my daily life, even when I take a shit, I ask myself, how privileged am I that I'm taking a shit in a toilet rather than taking shit in outside using leaves as toilet paper, because we are privileged to an extent, but the how far this question goes has really been, how do I say it, has been exaggerated to a large degree. But let's be honest, everything you do in your day-to-day life, you need to be asking yourself this question. Because if you don't ask yourself how privileged are you when you're doing certain things, then you are sexist, you are privileged, you are ultimately just a cis white male who has way too many privileges for being white and being male. So today, we're going to go through this together, you and I. We're going to see how privileged we really are. I hope people can really understand my sarcasm despite me sounding like Batman with my voice. But let's do this. Privilege, check. Check all the statements that apply to you. Okay, I am white. Right off the bat, I'm white. Are you white? You should check this with me because, us white people need to establish that we are all fully 100% authentic white. I know with my pale pock white flesh, I couldn't be any whiter. I'm part Finnish, so like me being white is I'm whiter than most people. In fact, I have very pale skin, not because I'm white. Well, I am white, but because I'm Finnish. I have never been discriminated against because of my skin color. If I actually think about it, no, I have not been discriminated against because of my skin color. Third question, have I ever been the only person of my race in a room? Yes, actually, I have. I'm not exaggerating, not making it up. My old apartment complex, Creston Point Apartments in Seattle, Washington, that is the ghetto. I lived in the ghetto. I was literally a minority. Nothing wrong with being the minority, but it was really a shift change for me, because there was like everybody in the apartment staff and, people who I paid my bills to, even the person who got me my apartment, they were all of a different race than me. But, it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't fucking care if I'm a white person in a room of all black people. Like, I genuinely don't give a shit. That doesn't make me feel out of place or anything. Like, I'm not that type of person to where I need to feel like I need white people to feel more represented in the place that I'm at. So yes, I have been in a room of the only person of my race in a room. Have I ever been mocked by my accent? Good eye, mate. My name's Daniel David Salzbach. Now, I'm probably going to be mocked because I tried to do an Australian accent, and I'm sick. Is this really a privilege question? Oh, I'm going to mock you for your accent. No, I've never been mocked for my accent. And if you do get mocked for your accent, that has nothing to do with fucking privilege. It has to do with the region of the world that you grew up in. Have I never been told that I'm attractive for my race? Actually, I have been told that I am attractive for a white guy. I had a Hispanic girl back at one of my old churches that I used to go to. She told me that I'm attractive for a white guy. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't know. Did I get offended by that? No, not at all. Have I never been a victim of violence because of my race? I have to check that one. On a serious note, I've never been a victim of violence because of my race. I'm sure plenty of white people have been a victim of violence because of their race, though. But, white people don't matter. I have never been called a racial slur. Well, I have been called a racial slur many times. I get called a white cracker all the time. Have I never been told that I sound white? I have been told that I sound white. In fact, I'm very white, and I get told that I sound white all the time, even in YouTube, on YouTube comments. So can't check that one. A stranger has never asked to touch my hair or asked if it was real. I gotta click that one. No one's ever asked to touch my hair. I mean, I'm going bald slowly, so I'm not sure why anyone would want to. I am a heterosexual. Really? How privileged are you? So me being a heterosexual automatically makes me privileged. I am a heterosexual. Yes, I have to click that, because we're being honest here. I have never lied about my sexuality. That is true. Never lied about... Well, actually, you know what? I think I have lied about my sexuality. I think this is the video that I do it, guys. I like dick. It's just there's this misconception. Everybody tells me how gay I am and how feminine I am in all my videos. I think I've been lying all this time. Of course, I'm kidding. If you can't tell that I'm being sarcastic, and it's really sad that I have to mention that in a fucking video, but here I'm doing it because people can't get sarcasm over the internet. But I have never lied about my sexuality. I never had to come out. You know what? No. I did come out. I came out as a fucking atheist. I know that's a bit different. I know that's not what the question's entitling, but it's true. I came out as something that I felt a lot of hostility was thrown towards me. So in a way, I know coming out of religion may be a bit different than coming out of your sexuality, but to an extent, I think it's kind of the same thing, because you endure a type of persecution from family, whether you're being gay or whether you're not rejecting religion. Have I never doubted my parents' acceptance of my sexuality? That's, my parents told me that if I was gay, they'd still love me. But whether I would be allowed to live in their house, I don't know. I've never doubted it, so I gotta click that one. I have never been called a fag. No, I have been called a fag. Have I never been called a dyke? Nope, I have been called a dyke. I have never been called a fairy or what? I've never even heard that term, called a fairy or any other derogatory slur for homosexuals. I have been called that many times. Not a fairy, but I've been called derogatory terms. I have never tried to hide my sexuality. That is true. I do not hide my sexuality. I like women. I am always comfortable with public displays of affection with my partner in public. I'm perfectly comfortable kissing a woman in public. I have never pretended to be just friends with my significant... How does this have to do with fucking privilege? I have never done... No, I've never pretended to be just friends. That's stupid. Some of these questions don't even apply to being privileged. I don't understand the context and how they apply to privilege here. I have never been ostracized by my religion from my sexual orientation. I'm not going to check this one because this doesn't... Well, no, I haven't been ostracized by being straight, but I have been ostracized by my religion for being an atheist. So, I'm not going to check that one. I have never been told I would burn in hell for my sexual orientation. That's true. I guess that one makes sense. Wait, no, I have been told that I'm going to be burned in hell. Not because because I don't believe in God. Doesn't that kind of, but it has not for sexual orientation. So no, I haven't been told that because I'm a white cis male that I'm going to burn in hell. I have never been told that my sexuality is just a phase. Nah, I gotta apply that one. I have never been violently threatened because of my sexuality. That's true. Oh, okay, here's the original one. I am a man. Yep. I'm a man. Just because you're a man, you could be a man with no head and no legs and just a dick and an abdomen, and you'd still have privilege because, you have a dick, which makes you privileged in every facet of life. And the problem with this question, I'm a man, therefore I'm privileged, is it doesn't even take in context how people are raised. There are people who are homeless who are a man who grow up in a family whose mother and dad are fucking heroin addicts who literally live on the street. Would you call a man who lives up in that type of environment and his parents are druggies and he has no one to care for him, no one to provide for him, would you consider him privileged because he's a fucking man? No. Yes, I am a man, but not all men are privileged. I feel comfortable in the gender that I was born in. Okay, so you feeling comfortable in your own skin makes you privileged, because there are people who are uncomfortable with the gender I was born in, which that makes them not feel privileged. I still identify as the gender I was born in. Yeah, I still identify as a man. I have never tried to change my gender. Nope. But if you try to change your gender, that means you're not privileged. Have I never been denied an opportunity because of my gender? Let me think about that one. Have I never been denied? No, I don't think so. I mean, I did work a job with all female management, and they all got paid more than me, so page gap does exist. Men don't get paid as much as women. I make more money than my professional counterparts of a different gender. No, I do not make more money than fucking females. As I just mentioned, my old job at Costco, all the women in my position made more money than me. Granted, they made more money than me because they worked there a year or two longer than me, but still, they made more money than me, so I'm gonna scream, inequality! Ooh, my voice just peaked there with my fucking voice. I have never felt unsafe because of my gender. I have felt unsafe because I've been a male. Like, women scare me. I'm gonna be honest here. Women do in fact scare me. In this day and age, I'm afraid to get physical with women. I'm afraid to actually establish a relationship with almost any woman because of third wave feminism, because of how consent and how, certain things are considered rape when it's not actually rape. I'm scared for myself, and I mean this sincerely. Like, I'm not joking. I am scared of women because I never know. I've been to court before with a woman trying to take me to court, making false allegations against me, and I had evidence to provide that they were false. But still, it scares me, like, I'm afraid that if I look at a woman, oh my God, she's gonna call me a rapist and make a video calling me a rapist and shit like that. Like, I don't want to deal with that type of stuff at all. It's damaging and it's scary to men. So no, I don't feel safe being a male, especially around women. I have never been catcalled. I have been catcalled before. I get told that I have a very jailbait ass. I have never been sexually harassed or assaulted. I was sexually abused growing up. So if you guys don't know that, I was sexually abused. I've talked about it on my channel. I have never been raped. Well, isn't assault? No, I have been raped. I wasn't raped anally or through penetration, but I was sexually molested growing up. Molestation is kind of different from being raped, but I consider it kind of the same thing because it's sexual abuse. I have worked a salary job. I have worked a salary job, but wait, what is this like? Is this completely like rooting out people who do volunteer work? Because if you get paid to do a job, you're in privilege. My family and I have never lived below the poverty line. That is true. I don't have any student loans. That is true. I don't have any student loans because I fucking don't get... I learned... My parents taught me how to save money and pay things. So despite me paying for my first 2 years of college, I don't have any debt for my schooling. What? What the shit? I have never gone to bed hungry. I have gone to bed hungry, so I can't check that one. I have never been homeless. Check. I have never been homeless. I have been to... Dude, what the hell is this question? Just because you're homeless. My parents pay some of my bills. No, they do not. My parents pay some of my... Why is it repeating some of the same question? All my bills. No. I don't rely on public transportation. That's true. I don't rely on public transportation. I buy new clothes once a month. No, I rarely buy clothes. I have never done taxes myself. I have done taxes myself. I have never felt poor. I have never felt... that's debatable. I have never had to worry about making rent. I have had to worry about making rent. Why do I keep checking that? Fucking dyslexia. I have never worked as a waiter, barista, bartender, or salesperson. I have worked as a bartender. Well, I didn't work as a bartender, but I did take bartending classes. I guess I gotta check this one. I have had an unpaid internship. Yes, I have. I've had multiple unpaid internships. Isn't that the same question? No, I've only had one. I went to summer camp. Yep. I went to private school. Nope. I graduated high school. Nope. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I haven't graduated high school. I don't even have a high school diploma. Sad thing. I went to an elite college. Nope. I graduated college. Nope. My parents paid at least some of my tuition. Nope. I had a car in high school. Nope. I never had a roommate. I've never had a roommate. Nope. I've always had cable. No, I have had a roommate. I've always had cable. Nope. I have traveled internationally. Yes, I have. I've traveled internationally at least once a year. Nope. I've studied abroad. Nope. I have never skipped a meal to save money. I have skipped a meal to save money, so nope. I don't know what Sally May is. I don't know what that is, so gotta check it. I spent spring breaks abroad. Nope. I have frequent flyer... Are you shitting me? I have frequent flyer miles? Oh my god. I do have frequent flyer miles, but my parents are heterosexual. Yep. My parents are both alive. Yep. Oh, because parents dying of natural causes means you're privileged. My parents are still married. Yep. I do not have any physical disabilities. Yep. I do not have any social disabilities. Yep. I do not have any learning disorders. I do have a learning disorder. Fucking dyslexia. I keep checking things that don't actually apply to me. I have never had an eating disorder. I have had an eating disorder. I've never been depressed. I have been depressed. I am depressed currently right now. I have never considered suicide. I have attempted suicide. I have never attempted suicide. I have attempted suicide. I have never taken medicine for any mental health. I have taken medicine. I can afford medication if I need it. Yes, right now I can because I'm on my parents' insurance for 1 more year. Excuse me. I have never been told I am overweight or too skinny. I have been told that I'm too skinny. I have never felt overweight or underweight or too skinny. I have, God, a lot of these, man. I have never been shamed for my body type. I have been shamed for my body type. I consider myself to be physically attractive. Ooh. Do I want to check this? No. Honestly, I have really low self-esteem, although people wouldn't be able to tell that. I do not consider myself attractive. I can afford a therapist. No, I cannot. I've used prescription drugs recreationally. I have done that. I have never had an addiction. I have had an addiction to a few things, which we won't get into. God, are we almost done? How long does... No, okay, we are... I'm sorry for coughing. I have never been ashamed for my religious beliefs. I have been shamed. I've never been violently threatened for my religious beliefs. I have been threatened. I have never been violently attacked for my religious beliefs. Oh, what? No, I've never been attacked for my religious beliefs. Well, it depends on what violent... No, I haven't been violently attacked. There's a place of worship for my religion in my town. Are you shitting me right now? Dude, I want to fucking kill myself. I think I'm going to drink bleach after this, because I'm sick right now. This is just cringy. There is no... I have never lied about my ethnicity as a self-defense. I've never lied about my religion as a self-defense. All my jobs have been accommodating of my religious practices. No, I'm not religious. I am not nervous in airport security. I'm always nervous in airport security lines. I have never heard the statement, you have been randomly selected for secondary... No, I have never heard that. I have never been called a terrorist. I have been called a terrorist, actually. Nobody has ever tried to save me for my religious beliefs. I've been tried to save numerous times. I have never been cyberbullied for my identities. I get cyberbullied all the time here on YouTube, man. I have been cyberbullied. I get cyberbullied every day, guys. Every day. I was not bullied as a child for any of my identities. No, I was not bullied. I have never tried to distance myself from any of my identities. Whatever the fuck that means. I have never been self-conscious about my identities. Whatever the fuck that means. I have never questioned it. What the fuck? No. I feel privileged because of the identities I was born with. Do I feel... No, I don't feel privileged because of my fucking identities that I was... Fuck this. Check my privilege. Oh my god. You live with 42 out of 100 points of privileged. You are not privileged. You're not privileged at all. You grew up with an intersectional... Oh god, not that word. Intersectional, complicated identity, and life has never let you forget. You've had your fair use of struggles, and you've worked hard to overcome them. You do not live in an ideal world, and you had to learn the hard way. It is not your responsibility to educate those with more advantages than you. But if you decide you want to go ahead and send them this quiz. Hopefully it will help. Well, guys, it's official. I am not a white privileged man. Okay? BuzzFeed has officially shown that I am not privileged. So to all you guys and girls out there who think that I'm a white cis male privileged dude, I'm not because BuzzFeed says so.